Good morning, everyone. Oh, it's cold today. It's actually snowing even a little bit. And the whole little family here went for an Easter egg hunt already. Found out a good thing here, though, in where they live right here in Kentucky, in this particular area. I'm not sure if it's happening in where I live in southeastern Kentucky. But a lot of places now are closing down for the holidays again. Stores and stuff like that, which restaurants, which I was surprised. I remember when I worked in retail, it just came up. That's many years ago now, where suddenly you were open every day. It didn't matter. First it was Sundays, then it was one holiday, just a few hours, and then it was another one, and then suddenly it was all day long, suddenly it was just regular hours. During every holiday, it didn't matter what it was. And the way you kind of were almost cheated into it, then as a worker, if you said, well, but I have family, we have traditions, we cook, this, that, I can't not be there. Well, then you got to rethink your job. I'm like, what? Well, you could always give in a sick day. Are they going to come and check? Well, anyway, you're smart enough, you know how to get around certain things where you're not going to mess up my holiday time. So you make a few more bucks. Now it's going the other way again. Wow, I love that. I love that. Everyone should be able to enjoy the holidays. I know hospitals and certain other places, the police and the fire department, they still have to be at right? Yes? Yeah. But there are many other places. It's not necessary. It isn't necessary. So good to see. I just found that out today. Yes. So, I saw one post again on this site where it just had to say, I'm just not getting it on how some people just reserve all the whatever's going on. They reserve judgment, persecution, assumptions to themselves. They're allowed to do that. They're the only ones allowed to do that. And the assumptions sometimes are pretty horrific. So if I have decided to support True Mother, or True Mother, on her path, finishing her path, to continue on, to keep building upon the foundations of True Father, the true parents. Yes? First it was just True Father, then it was True Parents together, now it's True Mother. How come that doesn't make sense to people? And they harp around at this one thing. Well, but now we're supposed to. No, we're not. We're not there yet. And sadly, the children of true parents are not getting it either. That is the sad, sad part. Well, anyway, so to assume that then I don't support True Father, or I'm not following True Father's words, or I'm not this, that's not true. I have very seldom, maybe one or two people, maybe not even. Someone can say, oh, that's wrong. I saw that in a comment, or I saw that in a... No one's denying Hyunjin his position given to him. We're just not willing to give it to him under the conditions that he has. True Father knew full well that it wasn't just going to be True Mother. Okay? True Father's always recognized the members, always recognized his disciples, his followers, always. He's always done that. And, right, he could be so harsh sometimes, right? Now, I wouldn't see anyone at that time when True Father, would really chastise you for, I don't know what, this and that. Now, I've never seen him hit someone like I've seen true children hit people, okay? Beating them up. Ugh. Or use foul language towards them. It's only the true children who've done that. Some have done that. I've never seen true father do that. Maybe they didn't translate it, I don't know. I guess it could be wrong. Anybody know? But he did that out of love. He did that out of love for us. He knew we could, if we were willing to commit, right, to something that sounded really crazy to a lot of people in the world at that time, then to my family it did, and I told them, say, hey, guess what? The second coming's already happened. Yeah, it is a Korean. They're going, what? What, are you nuts? Oh, holy cow. Oh, she's in a cult, this and that, right? But my family slowly, due to my life, how my life went, how I persevered in many areas, many things, and the love for God that I was able to develop, right, during that time as well, and more and more and more and more so. It never stops. Then kind of, right, yes, were they, oh, yeah, I gave them all the blessing. I did. And they were willing. They were willing. Yeah, in my way, okay, of course, yeah. But still, it got done. So, to assume that I'm not following God's word or Jesus or true father because I'm supporting true mother, stand with her, doesn't mean. And again, it's only the sanctuary church members, right, who throw that out at people. That's unfair, totally unfair and wrong. There was a story that I heard one time where a true father wouldn't change his underwear because he couldn't be with the ones on MFT, right, who sleeping in the car, driving a lot in the car, in their vans, this and that, not really getting the chance to clean up every day, this and that, and being out, and you get nasty and dirty, and he, in a way, to be with them in spirit, he wouldn't change his underwear. Drove true mother crazy, okay? So she would take his underwear and put it in a hamper, and true father would go and get them back out. Now, people can make out of that story whatever they want to, okay? Well, true mother wasn't supporting true father. That's baloney, all right? True mother cared for true father. Oh, my gosh, I can't even imagine. She wanted her husband to be clean. Yes? So, okay. And you know what? She may have. We don't know that, right? We just know this part of the story. Watch 2 or 3 days and then go, okay, honey, now you're stink, okay? Now, I got it, but now take another pair and wear those for 2 or 3 days. I'll go with that, but not 7 days. You see? Okay, we don't know. But in a way, it's a beautiful story on both sides, all right? On both sides. Yes? Again, one can look at that one way or another, right? I try, even though I'm very blessed. I have everything I need and more, and always have. And when there was not quite enough, it would come from somewhere. It sure would. Now I try, and I've always tried. Maybe it's because of the way I grew up. Right? Not with a multitude, not with I don't know how much, this and that, and I have to have everything that, because I can't afford it really, or could I? Maybe not, but I don't want it anymore. I don't need to afford it, so I have what I need, and no more. But when people have a lot, right, then they want this, and then they want that, and because they have a lot, that they'll get it, if they need it or not, right? Yes? Because of that story, not just that story, but also because of the way I grew up, but because of that story of true father, right, with the underwear, I don't feel guilty or odd or whatever that I only use so much water. I'm very conscientious how much water I use, regardless on how much I have available. With the food, I try to not throw anything out. Okay, I can still do something with that. Of course, at the farm, I've got all them animals. It's like, oh, okay, well, one will eat this, one will eat that. Yes, I tried it. I saw a cooking show where to make a really fancy dish with something different, they, instead of using the prime parts of a cauliflower, for example, they used the leaves and the stalk, right? I'm going, yeah, okay, I do both. Right? I use the really choice parts of a vegetable or anything for a good meal, and then I save the rest of it for a soup, for example. Right? I don't throw it out. So I'm already doing that. That's nothing new to me. But when you do that, sometimes people look at you, or used to look at me and say, but you don't really have to do that, You don't, isn't that kind of over exaggerating with certain things? My clothes, my daughter just bought me a beautiful dress. I said, my children buy me clothes. I don't buy clothes. They're old. My robe, I got that a few years ago from my daughters for Christmas. Yeah. This is my youngest daughter's muumuu. Yeah, that she said, you can have that, Mom. Don't fit you. My other muumuu was kind of falling apart. I had for 20 years, right? This one I just got. Well, anyway, so but the story with True Father and True Mother, right? Yes. It's a very balanced, it's a teaching us also about balance. Right? And yes, just because you're rich and famous, and this doesn't mean that you can't household with everything that you have. Take it for granted. So, don't assume. Do not assume that because I can't go with the gun-ho, crown on your head stuff, okay? That maybe means something to you, but it doesn't mean anything to me. That I don't believe in True Father. That I have not followed True Father. That I have not followed Jesus. That I have not followed my Father in heaven, my parent in heaven. Do not assume things like that. And then call me an enemy. That's silly and shows a very immature mind. Can't call that heart. That's not heart. All you do is just operate with your mind. Because if you were to operate with your heart to mind, you would know. We can still have a difference in opinion. Okay? And that's what it is, an opinion. I wonder if something were to happen to Hyungjanim, then what? Oh, the son will, really? You sure? Yeah, I wouldn't be so sure there. What if something were to happen to Kukshinim? I mean, they're getting up, well, they're granddads now, Okay, so you're getting up in age too, aren't you? Yeah. And what have you done? What have you actually done? Would you really like to see Jungpyeong turn into a gun factory or a shooting range? Now the martial arts centers, now that just depends on how you teach martial arts. I've talked about that before. Would you? Just saying. True Mother's doing amazing things all around the world still. You guys know about that? You should go and check out what all she does. It's amazing. And the people around her, what they all do. So there's a few of us keep you all busy. In a way, true mother has to ensure it comes to her ears. I cannot imagine as a mother to hear your own children do what they're doing, saying what they're saying about you as their mother. I cannot imagine. Or someone actually has the nerve. It takes a lot of courage, in my opinion, to call true mother Satan. I saw that one sentence. I'm going, oh my gosh, should I warn that person? Should I warn that woman? Should I? Just said, oh, that's really sad that you could do that. I don't have that kind of, I wouldn't have that kind of courage. I wouldn't call any of the true children Satan or the devil or a demon, no matter what they would be doing. I know still who they are. And again, nobody is taking away Hyunjinim's position. He decided to leave. He wasn't kicked out. He left. And but I don't want to see him in Cheongpyeong. I don't want to see him as the leader of this movement. I don't. I really don't. I don't. And neither do I want Kook Shin-im to be a part of it. Not at this time. So there it is. So here I am. I just deflecting a little bit the hatred and the just awful criticism that some have towards True Mother. Please do direct it towards me. I'll take it. I will take it. And yeah, some of you, I will not talk to you again, ever. I haven't changed my mind on that. So, no, not going to happen unless you apologize in big letters. So I make these videos. I told you I wasn't going to go nowhere. But yeah, this is my way, in a way, to stand there in front of True Mother and say, yeah, you want to attack someone, attack me. It's all right. I'll take it. But as far as that crazy stuff with Mrs. Kang and all that, you people are just nuts. That's just nuts. It doesn't make any sense. It's nowhere written down. It's just nuts. Okay? There's just no... This is like a castle in the sky. Poof, poof. Okay? Yeah. Unicorns and Puff the Magic Dragon. Anyway, you see how silly you guys sound? It's really hard to actually even get offended by some of this stuff. But, just saying, you don't get to choose, or you don't get to decide that if I support True Mother, that then I hate True Father or something, or God. Something. You sound to me dumber than a coal bucket. That's a new one. I learned that here in Kentucky. And some people are dumber than a coal bucket. I'm going, man, that's really cool. I love that one. You are. Some of you are dumber than a coal bucket. Well, anyway. So, yeah. It is what it is, right? Yeah. And I guess we'll keep on going, trying to instill at least some respect in some of you for other people's work. And if you're happy with where you're at, then do that. But there is a very clear difference between the Sanctuary Church members and the members of the Family Federation for World Peace of True Parents. A very marked difference in communication. Yeah, that's what I've seen. Anyway, okay. Well, there we go. It's not that difficult to figure out who actually is on the right side. It's not that hard to figure out. Yes? Yeah. One more thing about Hyunjin-im. I see that, as I said, there's a third group floating around now. Dear me, okay. No, a mistress will never become a true mother. That's not going to happen. Sad that that even happened. That somehow That's one in my mind. I have to say, true father, what the heck were you thinking? What were you doing? What was that? What was that? And I've already explained. People, oh, after cooking him, I'm going, don't give me that baloney. That's it. No, no. Yeah, not sure what direction True Father got there, but I think, yeah, well, I've seen all the rumors, this and that, long time ago, where True Father did not accept that last child. Yeah, yeah, and as I said, did True Father never make a mistake? Well, yeah, he did. That's just a fact. It's very possible that maybe in the future, I mean, he's getting up in age too. It's got to be 60-something. But I think the main thing with the true children who have left, not supporting their mother, do your own thing, fine. But when it comes down to it, you need to return to your mother and stand beside her, even if you're still doing your own thing. That's the right thing to do. So there it is. No, I'm not going to accept that one either, or accept. Does it matter what anybody does out there? I'm just going to look out and go, well, I got what I needed for my life, and I am handing that down. I've already inherited, and I am handing that down to my children and my grandchildren. I cooked breakfast this morning, pancakes, blueberries and strawberries. And they have like this marble island, and they have chairs behind it, bar stools. So they were all, the two children on the outside and the parents were sitting on the inside together, and they were all eating breakfast. And I looked at that picture and going, oh my gosh, this is just absolutely beautiful. This is absolutely beautiful. The harmony, the way they enjoyed the breakfast, sat there and just you ate, silently talked with each other, this and that, everyone. It's just bliss for me to see as a first generation, second generation. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful, beautiful. Yes. You want to take that away from me? Try. It'll never happen. It'll never happen. So, I'm sorry for you. You should work harder in your life. You should work harder in your life. That would be something True Father would tell you, all of you. God's love and blessings always. I will talk to you another time.